Alright, good morning everybody. I don't know how many everybody's we have here today, but if you're here, good morning. It's kind of a hot Saturday here. Every day this week's been hot. And I forgot to come out here and turn up the AC last night, so it's still kind of stuffy out here. I've been running around, so kind of disheveled looking. Plus, it's been a long week at work. I had to get up early. But anyway, good morning, Ronald, Mike, James. Let me know how the audio and video are looking. I keep getting an error, a bitrate error pop up, but then it says excellent connection. So anyway, good morning, Don. Glad you're here. It's cold down there. Yes, it is y'all's cold season. We've been seeing between 93 and 96 degrees Fahrenheit every day this week. So yeah, it's not been particularly fun. But anyway, all right, cool. Appreciate that. Glad everything's coming through. No, like I was saying, my work schedule kind of changed again, for the better in the long run. I got 3 hours a week added to my schedule, so that brings me up to 49 hours a week that I'm working. Not counting drive time back and forth, which average that out to about an hour a day. So yeah, it's been kind of a long week, but anyway, it's Saturday. I slept in this morning. I didn't roll out of the bed till almost 6:30. And a lot of times, I like getting up early now that I'm on days, and I've been on day shift for a while, but before I was on day shift, 6:30 was bedtime for me. That was getting late in the evening and when I was supposed to be winding down and getting ready to go to bed. But anyway, no, on Saturdays, doing this, I've said it before, I like getting up early on Saturdays and doing my live video early. Anyway, I've found that I have to get up by a certain time and have to get done running errands and back here at the house by about 9 o'clock. When I posted on Twitter this morning that I was actually going to do a live today, I can't remember exactly what time it was, but I was standing in line at the grocery store, and I'm planning kind of a grilling project for today for supper. I'm gonna make slow roasted pork, but then use some of the meat for tacos, depending on how it turns out. So yeah, I'll try to remember to post pictures of that. So anyway, I had to get some stuff ready for that before I came out here. So that was kind of the delay, and then had to eat breakfast and try to get the shop cooled down. So anyway, but yeah, I've actually got us a lock to look at today. Okay. Yeah, Don, hot and humid sucks. -4 Celsius last night. Yeah, so that's what, about 27 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. So yeah, that's pretty nippy. That's in the wintertime at my old place. That was kind of a standard nighttime temperature because of where it was located in the foothills of the mountains. And it's a little bit warmer down here now, but 6:30 is not sleeping in. No, it's really not. Last weekend was kind of a It's kind of a mental health weekend. And I just kind of chilled out all day. I'd planned on doing not very much, and I exceeded my expectations for myself. I'm pretty proud of that. The whole weekend I got nothing done but watching Avengers movies and cooking just a little bit. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, 8 a.m. is sleeping in for me now. Eat anything that someone else cooks. Hey, you know what? Since I don't have a dishwasher in my house, I will cook anything for anybody who cleans. That's my deal. And I try to clean up as I go along, but by the time you get done with everything and you've eaten, you're just so tired you don't want to clean. So I'll wind up doing it the next day. Good morning, Brian. Glad you're here. Yeah, Mike, it's been hot all over the place, but I don't think y'all have the humidity quite like we do up there. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get right to it. I have a Schlage B60N single cylinder deadbolt. Picked it up at Lowe's Hardware this morning for a couple reasons. One, I wanted something other than a cheap like Gatehouse or Walmart brand type deadbolt to mess with. For two, I need to put it on my house. The bolt on the deadbolt that I have on the side door, which is the main use door, was acting up earlier this week, and I don't know if I've had a security breach or not. I mentioned a couple weeks ago that I had some personnel changes around the house. I don't think that person was involved in it. However, I'm just wondering if a key got loose somewhere, which is kind of odd because I've got Schlage Everest keys, and you can't just go to Walmart or Lowe's and get a copy of them. You can use those Minute Key kiosks and get a copy. However, they have to mail it to you, and it's like, I think it's like $20, $25, something like that. I'll have to try it sometime to see exactly how that works, but I know they don't stock the machines with those. Anyway, we're going to look at this guy. We're going to install him. I've got the test rig here. See what all comes in it, and of course we're going to pick it open, and then I'm going to describe an idea that I had the other day. And I was thinking that it would be kind of cool to have a way that if somebody had your old key and tried to use it in a lock that you had rekeyed, wouldn't it be cool to be able to trap that old key? And to be able to use a standard cylinder to do that. So I'm going to look at that and see. We'll talk about that. Let's see. Don, I don't know. I dirty a lot of dishes. Let's see. Yeah, Brian, I've got some Gatehouse and the quality of, they look nice for the price, don't get me wrong, and they get the job done, but how long do they get that job done? Pick resistance on Gatehouse is horrendous. Gatehouse are one of the few locks that I can actually rake open with very little trouble, and I'm not good at raking open locks. Even master lock padlocks sometimes will take me a minute to rake open, whereas I can single pin pick it in just a few seconds. Gatehouse, I'm 50-50. But again, if you take it apart and throw some security pins in there, to throw off picking attacks, then, it could be all right. And again, they look nice for the price. Let's see. And this actually was only like $32, $33 with tax at Lowe's, and you can find them on eBay. The one that I have on the shop is a double cylinder, and I actually got it on eBay for about $25. So I mean, it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes you can't always find those deals, but they're not horribly expensive. Let's see. Good morning, Zach. If I didn't say good morning. Yeah, Don, they're those key kiosks are pretty much all over the place here now. I think Helpful Lockpicker did a little video on it, on making some bump keys using one of those machines before. At least just copying the bump key. G Keyman 565, good morning. Glad you're joining in. Let's see. Yeah, rake it open in 4 tries. Yeah. All right, so let me get the camera repositioned here, and we'll start taking a look at this B60. I'm gonna do the way over top angle to start with. Hey, Rune. Good morning. Yeah, or good evening for you. Barbecue ribs and potato wedges. I had that, let's see, a few weekends ago. 2 weekends ago, I think. Anyway, yeah, not a problem. Anyway, let's see here. Let's get this guy open. You can see there it's the B60N. And oh yeah, and you guys look on my Twitter later today, because I saw the Kwikset Smart Key rekey kit there at Lowe's, and had to take a picture of the bitting on it. Oh my goodness, that bitting was so amazing, and I will be sure to post it later as soon as I get done with this video. Go. All right. Looks like we got the lazy cam tail piece that's needed. This little plastic doohickey. Not really sure what that. Oh, that goes in to retain around the around here. So it looks like you take out that screw, which is the 6-pin cylinder retention screw, and then you would push that in. I'll take it apart here in a minute. Let's look at what else we got. Keys. Bitting's not too bad. It's kind of hard for me to see, focus on the camera from this angle while I'm sitting down, but I'll try to keep everything in frame here. see, that would be... Okay, not sure what that is. Mounting screws. This is nice to see that it comes with the security strike, which is nice and thick, and the security screws also nice and thick. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on our little test rig. And let's see, let me get bolt out. And if it'll fit, yep, it'll fit. Maybe. There we go. Put that in. Put that in. Put the first through bolt. And the construction feel of this thing is pretty nice. Of course, it's a little different than the double cylinder that I have. I think I got the 560 in on the shop in the double cylinder. Looking over here at the comments. All right. And I'm not worried about showing the keys. Because when I actually put this into use on the house, it's going to have an Everest cylinder in it. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Sorry about the really weird angle on this. There we go. Tighten down. Okay, it's not coming back in. Good. The bolt's locking. And I'm not looking for a total fit, on this thing, but because I am going to take it apart here in just a minute. Let's get a better angle for the important test, which is either going to embarrass me or embarrass the lock. Yeah, Don. Let's see here. It has the. I can't remember the inches on it. 2 3/8 inch back set. That's what it has. Test it with the keys to make sure that works. Little kind of weird feeling unlocking it, but easy to lock it. Probably the weird feeling, it's kind of like it meets some resistance coming back in, but it's probably the setup that I have. Let's see here. Let's get the favorite non-specialized pick, and I always hit Schlage with the top of the keyway tensioners. Yeah, Don, I was actually kind of surprised to see it. Let's get this in here where my hands are out of the way. But yeah, that's a nice bonus to have it. I think I have like one or two more in my collection. And this is a Schlage C keyway, or the SC5. But it's not shaped at the front, and I'll show you what I mean by that when I take it apart. In other words, the warding is sort of more internalized. And that pick doesn't feel too smooth in there. So I will go to this one. A little bit thinner. Now, I've not picked a lock in like, a couple weeks. Get up here on the ledge. Okay, there was one. Morning, Jeff. Just trying to pick on this B60 that I picked up. Just put it in here. And then if I can get it picked, I'm going to take it back apart. Ease up on the tension. Yeah, Jeff, I was just saying, this is one of those, I guess, newer cylinders where the warding isn't really that well defined towards the front of the plug. And kind of makes picking a little bit of a bear. James, I've never had a light touch with picking. I've always used heavy tension compared to a lot of other pickers. I'm actually being very delicate with the pick inside the garish camera angle and angle that I'm picking from to make it a little more realistic. Kind of makes it look like I'm just leveraging everything I can, but sometimes in the real world it's like, this is the only way you can get it. And a lock that would take 30 seconds to pick, when it's, ooh, there we go, we got a false set, y'all. Yep, got a false set. That's a nice little surprise. Okay, one held us up, and there we go. Sweet. So, yeah, at least one spool that was in play. Leave it picked. Take the whole thing back apart again. I don't know, Ronald. What do you call a B&E in progress? Or are you actually asking? Is it a joke, or are you asking? Move that back. Yeah, now I was curious to see if there were any spools in here. There was definitely a false set going on. Now we'll see about getting this guy apart. Go. Okay. See if I can't just do this. Yeah. Go. Now let's see. Okay, Ronald. Yeah. Normally, my agency we use clear text communication. So, unless if it's to something highly sensitive, we just say it like it is. And I launched that pin, but dang, did y'all see that? It landed like right there. That was awesome. And my spring's still there. Even more awesome. I should have bought a lottery ticket today. Let's pull this out. Okay, now right there. Let's see. These guys just oiled. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Everything came into play there. And these holes are part of my idea for a little trap that I had in mind, that I'm going to ask y'all about and maybe explore in a video. So I'm glad that this had that, just so I don't have to modify or manufacture anything. Okay, one is a spool. So it's two. I'm going to say 1 through 4 are spools, and then number 5 is a standard. 3 is a spool. 4 is a spool. And 5 is a standard. Again, I should go buy that lottery ticket. Everything in there looks like copper springs. This is that cast, like pop metal type metal. I don't really like that. I don't think that would hold up very well. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, James, how was too? Yeah, Don, that's good. It's not a skeleton core. I would have made a mess. Good morning, Jason. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to try to stop by yours today. Like I was telling everybody else a little bit ago, I got a grilling project going on. Yeah, I will definitely try to stop by. Just picked up this B60N at Lowe's this morning and picked it open after I put it on the thing. And anyway, what I want to ask y'all is, since I've got Jeff and Jason here and the rest of y'all here, I talked with Jeff about it a little bit the other day, that I'm not sure if I had an actual security breach or not of the house. None of my other alerts that I have were tripped, and I'm 98% sure that it was my bolt on the deadbolt for the door was giving away, except for the fact that I tested it that one morning. I left the lever unlocked, shook the door, and the bolt was caught when I walked away. Got home that evening and pushed down on the lever, shoved in on the door, and it opened just fine. So anyway, I know Lockpicking Lawyer a long time ago, he did a video on using the little pins out of a Schlage F-Series, the little T-pins, and having them drop down using like a little tiny wafer, smallest cut wafer on the bottom of the T-pins. And then that way, when you picked it, one of those T-pins would come up and fall into one of the construction keying holes. My experiment that I want to try is, if there's a way, if the bitting is close enough, which with my old locks, it is close enough. And of course, I'm not going to do this. I've already rekeyed it and going to replace it, but it might be a cool experiment for a video. Is using wafers to adjust the bitting for both the new bitting and the old bitting, but use the T-pin trick so that when the old key is inserted and the plug is rotated, it would only lift up the T-pins, and one of those T-pins would fall into one of these holes, thus trapping the old key in the plug and keeping the door secure. So that's what, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see. Rune, doing that, only also using appropriate wafers to actually build up the height, or, key it to the correct key. But when the old key is used, it would trap. Good morning, Night Owl. Yeah, it is kind of late. I am going to try to wrap it up here in just a little bit. But yeah, Night Owl, that might be it. I think I've seen something on that before. I'll go research that. The Seagal Hines, basically, where it traps the old key, but the new key works perfect. Well, Don, happy birthday to your wife. And James, that, I don't know, that that might work. Jason, Trap, wanna be friends? Yeah, they quit asking me if I wanted to be friends, and I didn't even block them. Then they just started posting comments like "hot girls at such and such time." Well, anybody who knows me knows that's not going to be a part of any of my videos. They're just sort of out of luck with that one. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to play around with that a little bit. Maybe today while I'm waiting on the barbecue to cook. Let's see. Yeah, Rune, that's what I was thinking, is just figure out the most convenient chamber to do that with, and then cutting or pinning it. Yeah, I'll play around with it a little bit. But yeah, that's about it with this guy. You know, and then just to show you what I was talking about with the warding in here, you can see how it's recessed from the front, and then the warding is even further recessed back in there, and sort of slopes in. So, you know, I guess that, I don't know if that was intentional or just a byproduct of using crappy pot metal for the plug and the lock, but you can still come in at it at an angle off the left side ledge and pick everything. You know, it really wasn't that hard once I got a feel for it. But yeah, this lock body will get a Everest core in it and get installed and put into use on the house. Get the rest of it up here. I do like the thumb turn on it. And the action of the bolt is nice and smooth. And it does have the adjustable back set. But all mine are the 2 3/8. So, and coming with the security strike and screws, and all being, you know, $33 at Lowe's Hardware. Not a bad deal. So, I'm gonna come around this way, come up here. That way we can start to sign off. I know I got a late start, but it's still already been almost an hour. So yeah, you know, and I went in there and I thought, well, you know, depending on, my camera's still crooked. Come on, there we go. You know, I went into Lowe's this morning and I almost thought about getting one of the Tell brand deadbolts, but they're single cylinder deadbolts. They're like 40 some odd bucks, like 40, yeah, like $39, $40 for the single cylinder, and the double cylinder was like 55 or 60. Just not really worth it to me. But anyway, and like I said, stay tuned to my Twitter, and I will post you the most hilariously cut Kwikset factory key for their Smart Key Rekey kit that I saw there. And I might have to buy one of those. That's only like $12. Might have to get one of those one day just to play around with it. Because in installing this lock, I will finally get rid of the Kwikset locks on my house, which the remaining ones are Smart Keys. So I'll have some more Smart Key stuff to play around with. But anyway, so yeah, I will have my project here. I will have my project on the grill outside. I'm gonna let that cook for a good, I don't know. It's not that big of a piece of meat. It's a rib and pork roast. Which shouldn't take that long, but I'm still planning on going low and slow for about 3.5 hours maybe. But yeah, Don, don't listen to us. Don't listen to us. We'll get you in trouble. Um, yeah, Jason, I was surprised too that it came with that. I mean, it's nice to have it. And then when I put in one of my sweetened up Ever cylinders in here, I'll have pick resistance and kick resistance, which will be nice. Now I just need a decent couple of doors. I'm not too impressed with my front door. I'm not sure how old it is, but it is a wooden door with inset wooden panels, and one of them has contracted, and you can sort of almost see daylight through it. Not good. Not good. Yeah, Rune, I would love Don answered for me perfectly, Rune. I love the Click series, and I've watched your videos on the Click, and that is something available here in the U.S. But like Don said, I'm already paying one mortgage. I'd have to get a second mortgage to buy a Click system, to do everything with. But I would love one, and I keep trying to convince my best friend that that's what he needs for his office setup, and because he's in IT and works with some pretty sensitive stuff, anyway, he has several data centers, and in those data centers, he needs some sort of accountability, and but yeah, I would love a Click, because you can get what is it, Ruco, ASA, Sargent, just about any of those, multi-lock, ASA Abloy, Sargent, Yale. You can get a lot of those in Click, and yeah, I do like it, but I'm broke. Medica, that was it, not multi-lock, Medica. Yeah, it's big money, but it would be cool if I had a business, like if I had my own business office and facility or shop or whatever, other than this shop. I would definitely do something like that if I had other employees, or cleaning people or something like that. But yeah, right now is just being able to rekey some Schlage locks, at the drop of a hat, and I'm okay with that. Takes about 30-45 minutes to drag them all in here, rekey them, and cut some new ones, which actually I've got some pre-cuts, and I don't really need to share any keys with anybody, so. But okay, yeah, no, that would definitely be a second mortgage for an Abloy Protect 2 Click system. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cylinders at my house, so the prices. I know that when it comes to locks like that, it's sort of like when you go to a restaurant and there are no prices out by the menu, or first time I went to a restaurant that was really fancy, and it just had the little numbers out to the side with no dollar sign or anything. I was wondering if that was like a menu item number or a page number in a guide or something. No, that was the price. It's like, ooh. So yeah, if you have to ask how much it is, you can't afford it. Good morning, Pocket Women. Actually, just getting ready to wind up here. Been talking about Schlage B60N deadbolt. Picked it open. Actually, kind of impressed with it having 4 spools and also coming with the security strike screws and plate. So anyway, Night Owl, I appreciate it, but I know I won't be able to afford it. Everest is, about, again, I like the Everest keys, and I know it's not all about the keys, but I like them because they're just inconvenient enough to not be readily copied. Which, if I did actually have a security breach and somebody did actually copy a key, then, they would have had to spend money on it. I don't think that I actually did have a breach. I don't. I think it was the bolt that was going in that older Schlage that I had on that door, which is what this will be going to replace. So, yeah, but, yeah, that extra money right now, no. Let's see. James, normally, yeah, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Don is right. Bad cop is against my morals. I'm not that kind of person. And James, normally when when those assets are seized, a lot of times there's drilling and replacement, so there's not much left to recover. Hey Kurt, see Ken, good morning. Yeah, Night Owl. Everest is, affordable. The key blanks are, pretty affordable. Not nearly as cheap as, these guys, but I do like the size and the feel of the Everest. It's more substantial, which I know that's a psychological thing, but, it works for me. Anyway, so I'm going to try to come back out here again tomorrow and either work on the trap idea for the cylinder or make my little video about the Master Lock Pro padlocks. Not sure which. It's whichever sort of strikes me tomorrow. Anyway, I do appreciate everybody stopping by, saying hello. I'll post pictures of dinner when it gets done. And like I said, I will post a picture of that awesomely cut quickset key. I can't wait for you guys to see that. I wish I could do what Jason has set up and actually drag a live, drag a picture over into the live. But yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. It's a trap. Yeah, James, I cut my own, and the blanks are affordable for the Everest. CLK and I think CLK, where I get my stuff from, or Brocage. They are, I think they're $1.25 a piece. They're less than $2 a piece for the Schlage original C123 blanks, but you have to order a minimum of 10 of them. So that's why I've not ordered any more. But getting pre-cuts, Jeff actually hooked me up with some pre-cuts a while back, so I do have a couple other bidding options that I can go to if I need to rekey in the future. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and start. Okay. Yeah, Ren, we'll watch your watch out for your videos. Jason, yeah, $4.75. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, Jason, you can get them for a lot cheaper than I can. Because Brocage, like I said, it's either like $1.25 or $1.35 each, with a minimum of 10. Yeah. But anyway, alrighty, guys. I will see y'all next time. Hopefully sooner rather than later. It's still kind of warm out here. It's not gotten hotter, but it's not gotten cooler since I started. So the AC's trying to keep up. Just gonna leave it on today so I can come out here tomorrow and maybe be productive. I doubt it, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, Ken, I buy them as I can. But anyway, alrighty, folks. Again, I appreciate it. I hope to see everybody again soon. Jason, I'll be over there for at least a little while. I'll at least pipe up and say hello while I'm working on lunch / dinner / started at lunchtime and get to eat at dinner. But anyway, all right, folks. Everybody have a great weekend. See y'all next time. Stay cool, stay healthy, wear a mask, and wash your hands, and